This weekly Blender competition is brought to you by Grant Abbott. Grant Abbott provides Blender tutorials for beginners and experienced users such as sculpting, modeling, texturing, animating, and a lot more. So make sure you check out his channel and Discord if you haven't already. You can find a link in the description. Welcome at the second video of the weekly challenge, which I'm going to choose a first, second and third place winner. And this weekly challenge, it was to create something with jewels, and we have 8 entries, and I really appreciate that you guys have joined. And you're not only making me a very happy man by joining these activities, you also make Grant a very happy man. And speaking about Grant, he's also doing a monthly challenge himself, which will be the winter scene. The deadline will be 22 of December at 12 o'clock midnight GMT. So if you are not on Grant's Discord just yet, or you are and you just want to join the challenge, then make sure you check that out. You can find, by the way, a link of the Discord into the description. Grant will like that a lot. Alright, here we go. Our first entry is of course from Crabson. Crabson is always very quick with his models. He always does an amazing job. Straight away, it's just blinking gold with some beautiful diamonds. And I also noticed like the prisma effect on it, if that is what it's called. A very nice model, very nice colors. Yeah, it's always difficult to give critic onto him. I'm just going to throw my OCD into the battle and just straight away say that I would like it if the chain was a little bit more rotated this way. You probably made this all from one angle and then you decided to rotate the camera so you can have this nice effect on it. Another thing that I did notice is you probably forgot to use smoothness onto this model, as in you can still see the raster work. Yeah, and I noticed there is some spot on here. Is it like do they call this like velvet or something? When you move your hand on it, it will show like a darker side or a lighter side. Anyhow, I need to give some critic. It's a very nice model. So this first one is of Crabson. The second entry is of StyX Color, which I noticed straight away a very nice color balance. You know, you have the black, you have the white, and then the aggressive red, which is a very nice thing. It's a low poly model, which is okay because I like low poly a lot. But the only thing that I cannot really make out is, what do you use this? Most of the time when it's a necklace piece, you can see a attachment on the top, or is this like something you put onto your clothing, or yeah, that is the only thing that's a little bit hard to make out from this. Maybe other people will know. If you know, just put it down below in the comment section. But still, I like this. It's simple. The color balance is just very, very nice. So this one is of StyX Color. The third entry is of Lone Asura. Now, what I really like is, once again, just like in Crabson's work, is the gold blinks out very nice. It has a very nice goldish color, and making something look like gold sometimes very difficult to do. I do notice you use probably some sculpting onto this to make the flower. Now, you just have to ignore that these effect onto it. That's because it's a model made on a alpha render. So if you don't have the correct background with it or whatever, yeah, it looks like strange. It's a very nice model. I like the chain too. The only thing that I am missing for a little bit is like a connection point. You see that most of the time at necklace. But in overall, very nice model, very good color. The fourth entry is of Spectrus Sen. And wow, he made something very, very, very nice. Something very special. He's calling it a necromancer necklace, if I said it the correct way. The only thing that I would like to see is a little bit more light onto this model. For some reason, it looks like there is some light onto the model. It has a very bright reflection effect, but I'm missing some light on it for some reason, or it's just me. You can also see that on here. There's like a very nice reflection on it, but the light itself is a little lesser. But in overall, this model is amazing. I really like the whole bone structure onto this. I really love the hand bone structure. The texture is on point onto this. The glass is nice. I only don't know what this is, but you know, that is me. Yeah, I really like this one. So this one is of Spectre's Sun. The fourth one is, wow, I really like this. This is of Ale Nach. I I don't know how to pronounce that, but this he put it in. It's still one entry, but from Multiply Sites. I just wanna take a good look of it. Now the only thing that I did straight away notice is this this artifactual background into the gem. That is probably because you had this gem flat onto another object, and when you put some alpha on it, and it's overlapping each other, and that's why it's giving this weird effect. So you should have took the gem and move it up like a tiny millimeter up. But yeah, in overall, this is amazing. I really love all the detailing onto this. The little balls and maybe diamonds, maybe what is that other, gems? I really love that. And this is from the other side. Like a few different colors, and yeah, it's amazing. It really is amazing. I really love it. Let's zoom in for a bit more. You can just see it. Very nice job, Ale Nach. You have to excuse me for that. Pronouncing the names is one of the most difficult things onto this planet, because everyone just does different things, like TZQ. He made a very disturbing ring, which is really called art. It's disturbing, but amazing. Now, I really love the detailing onto this eye. Of course, on the ring too. It really looks like it's coming out of the eye. It really has depth into it. I really like the transition between this. The red into the eye, it's like very high detailed. And of course the ring is very nice too. Now the only thing that I could have think of is, by the way, I now see like the iris has the same color of the gold, which is very nice detail. The only thing that I could think of is that the gold should be a little more gold. It's on its way to gold. But as you could see with grabs on, it has a little bit like more orangey in it. Yeah, a little golder. But I really like the detail with the iris of the eye. The only thing that I can think of is that the reflection of it. Maybe you should use something different than this. What I also see a lot is you can just take care that this doesn't show up in your render. So yeah, that would maybe be a little more nicer, but in overall, very nice ring. So this one is of TZQ. Then our seventh entry is of Kami-san, which is a very nice. He was saying it's a clothing amulet or something. I really like the model. Some nice modeling into that. I really like the gemstones onto it. The only thing though is it looks like it's gold, or it's supposed to be gold. Maybe I'm confusing with that, but it doesn't look goldish enough. Now I can tell that, I hope I'm not wrong, by this, is that you use cycles for that. you had a chance to make it more goldish. Maybe you didn't want to make it gold and make it like yellowish. Anyhow, it's a very, very nice model. I really like all the details you made into that, all the shapes and the curves. And yeah, another thing that I did notice is this thing underneath. It looks like it's made for as a stand, as in to rotate this gem in order to make it more realistic. But then again, this one doesn't have this. But how can you say that? Like, sometimes the chain makes an object just rotate and doesn't fall over, but in this case it doesn't look like it would hold this. So yeah, maybe you should have made another one here, or maybe even made another one here with it, or make the stand into the floor itself. But overall, very nice yeah, amulet from Kami-san. The last one is of So/D Ger, it's probably from Germany. He has a very nice silver chain with some nice curvies here and there and a heart. Also at this one, I'm missing out onto the connection up here. I'm trying to think of, is this for the neck or is this for the arm? Because I believe even arms have this, or I'm mistaken for that. Still, I really like the model. I like the chain. I like the amulet that even lights up. And I can't help but noticing, is this like a little gem onto it? Or is that reflection? Is this like a little light? Or I really like it. It fits well in. So this one is from So/D German. And I had to look up, like, if you pronounce the name, most of the time you even pronounce the symbols, and I completely forgot what this was. It was brackets. So those were the entries, and now I have to choose a first, second and third place winner. And I have to say I'm very nervous for this, because there are multiply good winners in here, which easily compete against Crapson for once. Yeah, the point is, I'm getting much leaded by the bling this time. Like, this one stands out so much. I really like it's so colorful, it's so on point. The background of this one is very nice. Yeah, I don't know. One is just amazing if you just look at this one. If you just forget about this glitchy stuff and just look at this one, it is so but like I said, I'm getting lead by the bling of this. Because the point is, even though this one is bling too, I also get an idea that I should choose for the model. And if it's about the model, I really feel like this one should be the winner. I feel like. I'm not going to say that is the winner. I feel like. Alright, but there is another thing that I feel like, and that is that art is a difficult thing. And this is really art. It's just disturbing. It also bangs out, and it's very, very difficult. I am for this time, I'm really into this section down here. But of course, all three of them has something that I gave critic on. For this one, it's like, it should be more brighter, more light into this. For this one, it should have been the effect onto the gem, and for this one, it should have been like the reflection onto the eye. Alright, I have made my choice. It's insanely difficult this time, and once again, I really appreciate that all of you guys have joined this time. I have chosen for the third place the eye ring. Just because it's a, even though it kinda is a simple thing, it just stands out from everything else by just putting an eye into it, making it his own piece of artwork compared with all of the others. But for the model, alright, for the model, the first place winner, I'm gonna go for Spectra's Zen. The reason I choose Spectra's Zen is because, as first place winner, congratulations, it's because I just like how much effort he put it in the whole model, into the texturing, into the colors of it, and the shininess, and what's inside, even onto the ring. I just noticed that even onto this little ring here, it has details on it. It's a very, very nice model, and I think that's why it deserves the first place. So Spectres, once again, congratulations for the first place. The reason why I choose Eildag as second place is not because, it's how bling it is. It's just because how I like this whole model. It's just so colorful. It has so much detail on it. Yeah, that's why I'm choosing Ale for the second place. And just because, just because of the eye, it's disturbing. It's real artwork. TCTQ is the third place winner. So congratulations, all of you. All the other people done a very, very nice job, but it's just Spectres who has done an amazing job onto the modeling. It is Ale who done just such an amazing job on how colorful his art is, and TCTQ on, making something different from everyone. So that is the winners. I hope you people who watch, people who join, can agree with this. If not, let me know down below in the comment section. Let me know onto the Discord. What are your thoughts? What is your criticism onto this? And yeah, once again, I appreciate that you guys have joined. Over here, the next week challenge is going to be a special lamp. Now, I'm not talking about a light bulb. I'm talking about a lamp that looks like steampunk, a lamp that looks like an Indian theme, like a Chinese theme, a lamp that is vintage, a lamp that is a modern or sci-fi. I want you to impress me with a very nice lamp. Of course, you can also use jewels onto it. The deadline will be December 10 at 2300 hours GMT. And if you have some extra time, once again, you can join the monthly challenge of Grant himself, which you need to make a nice winter theme scene. The deadline will be 22 December at 12 o'clock midnight, also GMT time. Hope you guys have enjoyed, because I certainly did, and I'm looking forward to the third challenge video. You can find the links all in the description, and I will see you guys on the flip side. Make sure you subscribe to my channel for more Blender, and also questions and requests are welcome anytime.